So yeah, moving into these different levels of numbering there. Okay. So when you're actually using these guys, yeah, these guys, they work with the styles. For instance, you've got Johnny, type Johnny there. You've got Johnny, you've got James, you've got Jack, and we want to get Johnny a PSP, we want to get James an Xbox, and we want to get Jack a laptop. Why not? Okay. Well, all these guys here, they are all belonging to the group, say, kids necessities. Kids necessities. Let's call them kids necessities. The kids nowadays have got different necessities. Okay, so what you do, we say, okay, kids necessities, that's heading 1. Johnny will be heading 2, as well as James will be heading 2, as well as Jack. Use the format painter that you learned about in our previous videos. Will be heading 2. PSP will be heading 3. Use our format painter. It will be heading 3. That will be heading 3. The trick about the format painter, if you double click, it's going to stay. It's going to stay. It won't change as you are format painting. But if you just click once and you use it, it goes away. But if you double click on it, click, it stays. Doesn't matter how many times you use it, stays like that. And then you'll have to actually click on it again for it to disappear. Now, if we... Okay, so we've got our list highlighted, and we use this one over here, this guy that says heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. Click on it. As you can see, 2.3.1 kids necessities, that's 2.4 Johnny, 2.4.1 PSP, 2.5 is James, 2.5.1 is the Xbox, 2.6 is Jack. The thing is, because this one is 2.3.1, it's looking at this style, which is actually style heading 3, which is not, it's not the actual style that you want to use, but you actually want to use style 1 for that. So now we've got this guy. It automatically does it 3, which is the kids necessities. 3.1 is Johnny, 3.1.1 is PSP, 3.1.2, actually 3.2 is James, 3.2.1 is the Xbox, 3.1.3 is Jack, 3.3 is Jack, 3.3.1 is the laptop. So for Johnny, I'm getting a PSP, that's 3.1.1. And if you move across all of these guys, you see that this is, they go together. 3.2, they go together. Laptop and Jack go together, and all of these go under kids necessities. Alright, now we can move on and look at indenting and increasing the indent and actually decreasing our indents. What is an indent? When you've got text and you actually want to shift your text to the left, or you want to shift your text to the right, it only makes your text more readable. For instance, like this one here, we've got all these guys here, what you would want to do, okay, let's take away all our formatting there and say none. Say none. Now you've got kids necessities. It's taking it, remember, because it's saying 3 here, it's because of this guy. You see now it's saying 3.4 there, that one was 2.3. It's because my previous formatting, that is why it's actually changing it, because I've got heading 1 and heading 2 in my previous formatting. So what we'll do, we'll actually get rid of this guy here, highlight and say none, so that's back to 2.4, that's back to 2.3 in my original text. What you're doing now, we want to actually indent. As you can see, this is all in 1, but you don't want it to be in 1, you want it to be more readable. So you highlight the text and you say, ask yourself, what goes under kids necessities? All of these. So we want to increase our indent. When you click on it, you can see it's increased, and you're saying, okay, but now Johnny, okay, you want to make sure, you want to emphasize that PSP goes under Johnny. So you click, highlight PSP and indent. Same goes for Xbox, indent. Same goes for laptop, indent. Now you can actually see that, okay, the kids necessities are these. They are Johnny, James and Jack. We've got, for Johnny we've got a PSP, for James we've got an Xbox, Jack we've got a laptop. Another thing that we might want to do, we've got our kids here. Okay, maybe you indented a bit too far. How do you come back? You'll use the decrease indent. Highlight and you decrease the indent. If you didn't want to indent it, you can actually come back to it, or if you wanted all of these guys to actually come back here, you highlight all of them and you decrease the indent. Okay, you can actually keep it like that for now. Moving along, we've got this sort button. So what the sort button actually does for us, it actually sorts the things that we've highlighted, if you will. So what we are doing, let's say you see you've got Johnny, James and Jack. You actually want to sort these guys, so you click on it, highlight, and you click that guy over there. It will tell you sort by paragraphs, by headings, by field 1. Since we're using headings for these guys, heading 1, 2 and 3, we can sort it by headings. The type is the text. We can sort it. You can sort the text, the number, or the date in ascending order. Then by these guys we'll actually look at in my advanced videos. When you're sorting, you want to sort first, you want to sort with this, and then you want to sort it with that, and then you want to sort it with this guy here. So if you use this guy, that's field 1, sort by field 1, you've got different fields. Okay, let's say okay. Now as you can see, it has actually sorted it, because it's got Jack first, it's got James second, it's got Johnny last. Okay, similarly, if you wanted to sort, you can say sort by paragraph, click on paragraph, but now this guy will actually change our whole thing, because it looks at the paragraphs. So it says, okay, I'll ignore, I've got Jack, James and Johnny are one paragraph. They've got one formatting, the same formatting, and then these guys, they've got another different type of formatting. So that's it. I'll see this as a different paragraph, but this is not what we actually want. So you undo that And when you're using the paragraph one, you want to actually use the actual paragraph. Normally this is used when you've got your different let's choose this guy. When you've got your bibliography or your reference list, when writing an essay or a book, and you want to sort your authors, and you want to sort all your authors in alphabetical order, this is the way you'd actually do it. So you click on it, and you come to sort, and you sort by paragraphs. Click OK, and as you can see, B, I, and O. So the whole paragraph, the whole reference. Let's see, these are our three references: reference 1, reference 2, reference 3. So these are all sorted in alphabetical order. Okay. You've got this show hide. What this guy does, it actually shows you what you actually have. If you like, you see here, you've got a paragraph and another paragraph and another paragraph here. So what this guy will do, it actually shows you that, okay, in this point you pressed enter, or in this point you've got a paragraph. It shows you all the marks, okay, and all the other formatting symbols. So you click on it, and it will show you all these different marks here and symbols. So you've got that symbol there, where it shows you, okay, you've got this guy here as your heading. It shows you here, these are your headings, your squares. It shows you this is your paragraph, your paragraph. Normally you see these are your paragraphs. As you saw before, it sorted Jack, James, and Johnny as a paragraph, and it's sorting by paragraphs. So it looks at these, it looks at the same paragraphs. It says, okay, that's the same formatting. It looks at these paragraphs and says that is the same formatting. If you press enter, you see you've got other paragraphs coming up there. If you were typing something and you press enter, and your spaces, as you can see, I'm typing a space now. All your spaces, as you can see here, all your spaces are represented by this guy, by a dot, dash type of thing. That's a dot. So they're represented by a dot, all the spaces. So you're actually seeing what you're typing. Okay. But now let's just take that one out, because it makes our reading unpleasant in a way. Take it out, and now we are back to our normal human reading, and not machine reading. Okay. Now let's look at these guys over here. What do these guys actually do? Well, these guys, as you can see, I've got my text here. It's nicely aligned on this side as well as on this side. The spacing is just right. Everything is perfect. This is where you actually get all these things going. If we highlight this text and we click align left,